Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths S1. In today's video, which is video number 10 on confidence interval for proportion, the population proportion P. It is a topic of the sampling and estimation, which is a part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics S2. Code is 9709. And here is the QR code. You can scan it to watch more videos on P3, S2 or M1. In the previous videos, we have in 9 and 10, we have understood confidence interval for mu, the population mean. Here is the AFL for you. Those who have watched this video, you can try these questions. You can scan it because I will show you the solution which is hidden at the moment. So you can take a picture of these questions and then try solving it, right? So you will know about your understanding that how much you have actually gotten that concept. So I hope you have taken the picture. I'm showing you the solution and then I'll continue with the confidence interval for the population proportion. So I'm showing you the answers now. Okay, this is not the solution, just the answer. So if you will have any problem, you can ask me in the comments and I'll solve this question. But I'm sure you will be able to solve it yourself because we have seen the explanation in detail. Okay, so now this video number 10 is basically the last concept of sampling and estimation topic, confidence interval for population proportion, video 10. I have made two videos on it. In video 11, again you will get good questions for your understanding. Explanation part is covering here. Now we have a concept from binomial distribution S1 that distribution is NP, right, of the binomial, and mean is NP, variance is NPQ. And how do we calculate proportion of success? From the total thing, how much or how many it is happening. For example, out of 50 students, 12 students got A star. So proportion of success will be 12 over 50. So this is the formula about it, right? Now how do you get the distribution for population proportion? What do I mean by that? When we got the distribution for mean, if you remember, it was like this, right? So this was the distribution for the population mean, confidence interval for mu. Now how you will write down the distribution for population proportion? Let's start. I can tell you directly also here. It is given in MF19 also, but I think you need to understand the reason why. So now you recall linear combination here. Okay, if I take mean of P of X, okay, mean of P of S and variance of P of S, which is population proportion, proportion of success. So this is what will happen. Do you agree? You will take the mean of the other side also. 1 over n is a coefficient, x is a variable, and mean of x is equals to np. We have seen it here. So it will cancel out and you will get p at the end. Similarly, you can try variance on this yourself first. I'm showing the working here, but you can try it out. So now exactly same thing. 1 over n is coefficient. Because of the linear combination, it will become a square. We know that rule. And variance is npq. So after cancelling out, this is what you will get, right? So the distribution will have mean p and variance pq over n. So how will you write it now? So this is the way you will write your distribution. And again, the sample size n should be large enough, that is 30 or greater than or equals to 30. So this is our previous knowledge, we know that thing. So when we are talking about confidence interval now, earlier it was what? Just a minute. It was this. I'm talking about for population mean. It was plus minus z sigma over root n. So now instead of this and instead of this, you will change it to PSQS and P of S, right? Because the distribution is here given to you. and z value will definitely depend on the confidence interval. So I hope you understood. The rest of the procedure will remain same, only the formula, the distribution has changed, so the confidence interval formula will be different this time now. So finally this will be given to you in MF19. This z value is depending on the 95% confidence interval. Just for the sake of example it is taken here. Okay. Similarly for the width of the confidence interval will be 2 times of this part. Just like what we have done earlier for population mean, exactly everything same, all the concepts same, but the terminologies will of course according to the population proportion now. Let's see a question here now. A survey was conducted to find the proportion of people owning DVD players. It was found that 203 out of a random sample of 278 people own a DVD player. Right. First part, calculate a 97% confidence interval. So what is the PS given to you here? Success of proportion is given to you here is 203 divided by 278. And because these values will be used later, so I would say write down up till 3 to 4 decimal places to avoid any error in the final answer, which is written in 3 significant figure, right? Suppose I'm writing in 4 significant figure here. So what QS will be? It is 1 minus this answer, right? I'm using the actual answer here. Please keep calculator. If I make an error, you can correct it. I hope I will not. But anyway, to err is human, we know that. 2698. Okay. Now question is saying 97% confidence interval. What does this mean? I hope by now you know, but in every video I explain. If somebody watches this video first time, then he can also understand it, right? Because confidence interval is symmetry around the mean. This is my population success of proportion now. 100 minus 97 is 3%. So either side it is 1.5%. Agreed? Because total it is 3%. So if you have to find out this value of z, you will read in the z table which proportion? 98.5%. Agreed? Which is 0.985. So read the z value against this. So, and how do you write it basically? If you want to be very specific in steps. For 97% confidence interval, in exam definitely you will have one question, so you should write each and every step. So you can say that less than z is equals to 0.985. So to calculate the z, I'm sure you are aware of all these notations now. So what is the z value I'm getting? 2.17. Right. So now I will substitute in the confidence interval formula for 97%. This is the standard for confidence interval which you can use. But right now I am using I'm finding out what confidence limit. Sorry. So let me write here completely, because purpose is to find out the limits here. What are these values here, right? Over here. So confidence limit. So you will use plus minus 2.17 PS QS over N. Agreed? So now I'm simply substituting the values here. You can also do the same. Sorry, 0.7. 0.7302 we have calculated, and 0.2698 plus minus into 0.2698. 0.2698 divided by, it was what? N was 278, right? The total, am I right? Yes, 278. So now you can use the calculator and it will give you 0.7302 let me just give me a second. 0.0577. So what is the value for confidence limit lower and upper? 0.672, 0.788. Like I said, in 3 significant figure. So this is done. Second part of the question is saying that I have written here also. Yes, here is the question. Just give me a second. So a second survey is to find the proportion of people owning DVD. So second survey is done again, right? At 10 o'clock on Thursday morning in a shopping center. Question is saying give one reason why this is not a satisfactory sample. What do you think? There are many reasons. You can write any one. So why the sample would not be representative of the entire population who are interested in the shop in this one? So one reason is that specific people who go to that shopping center will be part of the survey. Number 2, only because it is in the morning, so only unemployed people will be part of the survey, right? Because employed people will be at work at that time, or maybe retired people, right? And only people who are visiting that shopping center. So you can write any one of these reasons. Mostly these questions are of 1 or 2 mark here. So I wrote it down here because verbally at times students are not satisfied. So I have written here also. So you can see here. So I hope you understood this explanation. In next video, we will cover more examples and some AFL question. Very good question which will help you to develop your foundation strong. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz.